second step we must take in uncovering the secrets of hip-hop's fathers is to take a look at the fraternal organization we know today as the Order of Freemasonry. This group of people, this secretive society, if you will, hold the keys. To unlock rap secrets, we must first uncode their secrets. Who are they? What are they into? What do they stand for? So on and so forth. These are some of the questions we must first answer as we dig to uncover the coffins that contain the secrets of hip-hop's fathers. The majority of people in our culture today believe that Freemasonry is nothing more than a bunch of old guys getting together. A bunch of old guys who believe in the Bible, who do good in the community, and the only thing weird about them is that they wear aprons. This picture of Freemasonry is simply being painted by the news media. It's being painted by networks like the History Channel, so on and so forth. Movies like National Treasure, Hollywood is deeply involved in this, and they're painting this picture to misinform, to miseducate society on what this secret society really stands for.
Ideas no more controversial than the encouraging of strong character and good citizenship. It all seems little more than a well-funded boys' club for grown-ups, complete with code words, passwords, and rituals.
The Masons trace their beginnings back to a man that can be found in 1 Kings 5 verse 11, known as Hiram the King of Tyre, or who they know better as Hiram Abiff. This man was a key player in the building of Solomon's temple. And the king commanded, and they brought great stones, costly stones and huge stones, to lay the foundation of the house. And Solomon's builders and Hiram's builders did hew them and the stone squares. So they prepared timber and stones to build the house. As the legend goes, or better yet the myth of Hiram Abiff goes, Hiram is killed before Solomon's temple is completed. 15 of his fellow craftsmen conspire against him. They desire to get from him the secrets of masonry, the secrets to getting a master's wage. When he refuses to give them the master's word, he is killed and buried inside of the temple. When an individual reaches the 3rd degree of masonry, they go through a ritual in which they play the role of Hiram Abiff, being raised from the dead. After this ritual and an oath, they are now master masons and are possessed by the spirit of Hiram. Even though Hiram Abiff, the king of Tyre, was a real person, even though he is an actual historical figure, we find in Ezekiel 28:12 through 19 that the character of this Hiram, king of Tyre, is a bit more complex. Son of man, take up a lamentation upon the king of Tyrus, and say unto him, Thus saith the Lord God, Thou sealest up the sum, full of wisdom and perfect in beauty. Thou hast been in Eden, the garden of God. The workmanship of thy tabrets and of thy pipes was prepared in thee in the day that thou wast created. Thou art the anointed cherub that covereth, and I have set thee so. Thou wast upon the holy mountain of God. Thou hast walked up and down in the midst of the stones of fire. Thou wast perfect in thy ways from the day that thou wast created, till iniquity was found in thee. By the multitude of thy merchandise they have filled the midst of thee with violence. Thou hast sinned. Therefore will I cast thee as profane out of the mountain of God. I will destroy thee, O covering cherub, from the midst of the stones of fire. Thine heart was lifted up because of thy beauty. Thou hast corrupted thy wisdom by the reason of thy brightness. I will cast thee to the ground. I will lay thee before kings, that they may behold thee. Thou hast defiled thy sanctuary by the multitude of thine iniquities, by the iniquity of thy traffic. Therefore will I bring forth fire from the midst of thee. It shall devour thee. I will bring thee to ashes upon the earth in the sight of all them that behold thee. All they that know thee among the people shall be astonished at thee. Thou shalt be a terror, and never shalt thou be any more. Ezekiel 28, God reveals to mankind the fate of Lucifer. He reveals to humanity what will be Satan's end. He shows us right here that Satan will come to his end. But notice in verse 12 when he calls him the king of Tyre. He tells Ezekiel to take up a lamentation upon the king of Tyre. So we see that the king of Tyre is nothing more than another name for Satan. It's just another mask for Satan, another personality of Satan, another disguise of Satan, the devil, Lucifer himself. But when the Mason goes through this ritual of being possessed by the spirit of Hiram Abiff, he is in all actuality being possessed by the spirit of the devil himself.